Sam Badkins directs regulatory policy at the American Action Forum. He estimates that the more than 4,400 new regulations in those years had a high cost for the economy.
We've done more than $1 trillion in cumulative total final costs from 2005 to 2016.
Wyoming Congresswoman Liz Cheney has seen those devastating effects up close.
Among many of the damaging legacies of the Obama administration has been the absolute strangling effect of overregulation. We've certainly seen it in my state.
She says some regulatory efforts have actually been intended to wipe out jobs.
Regulations that have absolutely been aimed at killing things like our coal industry, like our fossil fuel industry.
Batkin says regulators know full well the damage their rules will cause.
This is something that regulators even estimate. For example, in 2016, regulators predicted that federal rules would eliminate more than 11,000 jobs.
And that was from only 10 out of the roughly 3,000 rules implemented just last year alone. The regulators know their new rules can chase companies out of the U.S.
In their regulatory impact analyses, they will often admit that some domestic manufacturers might close down and move to other countries.
House Speaker Paul Ryan said he witnessed a recent regulatory land and power grab across vast parts of the West by the Bureau of Land Management.
And it was another example of a distant, arrogant bureaucracy that simply just was not listening to the people.
Critics have repeatedly warned that overregulation is a heavy drag on U.S. economic growth.
Regulation cumulatively can trim trillions of dollars from the American economy.
And they say the time wasted complying with all the regs is staggering.
There are roughly 11 billion hours of paperwork cumulatively. So you can estimate millions of jobs, not only within the federal workforce, but in the private sector as well, just devoted to filling out all of those forms, all of those paperwork requirements.
The cost of regulations may now be a horrible burden on the entire American system, but it costs most individuals as well, maybe in what you're paying for things, maybe the fact that you can't get a job because businesses can't afford to hire as many people.
Stephen Moore was an economic advisor for the Trump presidential campaign.
We're for regulation if it's smart regulation. What we're against is dumb regulation that's killing our jobs.
Which is why Trump's made this a top priority, like with his order that for every one new regulation, 2 old ones must be killed. And Congress is slashing away federal rules right alongside him.
It has been estimated that so far these changes, just this year, have saved families and businesses more than $63 billion.
Paul Strand, CBN News, Capitol Hill.